What up, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh man, we are back. It is Thursday, chat. What it do? What it do? So you got DMONEY this morning. You got PW in a race. I think he's racing from Vegas to California, chat. Is that what's going on? Reno to Cali. So shout out to PW. So you got DMONEY in the morning here today, tomorrow, and this afternoon I'll be rocking out with Denny Dollars Makes You Holler. So there it is. Oh man, we are back. Who do we have here, chat, rocking out since the beginning? The OGs of the chat that logged in early, made sure you were on time for the DMONEY show. Oh man, who do we have here? 177 Racer, DayTrader, what up? Looks like we got, is it Thanara? RB, R-Ball, Albami, 93. Okay, what up? Your girl, Michelle. Hey DMONEY, hey, what up? How are you? Captain Big Corn Dog has changed his aviator to a different picture. That is a little concerning there as well. But nevertheless, he is in the building. He is ready to rock and roll. G Horton, Coco. Oh man, Matt Benz. A money making morning. Well, we hope so. That is the goal. That is the plan. Will it be the case? I think we all hope so. So, Brave Day, Eagle Eye. Gotta shout you out, Chad. If you are some of the first people on the show, we gotta shout you. We gotta keep that tradition alive. Shout you out. So, make no mistake about it. We got you we got you covered. Tim Murray pulling the double shift. Yeah, we're rocking out this morning, and then obviously in the afternoon with Denny Dollars Make You Hollers. Ginger, good morning. CRT Trades, what up? What is What is up? What is good in the hood? Give the money a like, everyone. He shows up daily. That is correct, Amando. We definitely show up here. Hopefully we can get a good morning going, chat. That is the plan. That is the goal. So, you know the vibes. Let me log in here to this. Give me 1 second here, chat. Get this party started. All right, right now it looks like price is sitting here, chat. 29,755. All right, so let me just get rid of this stuff from yesterday. We know we had Tesla and Google earnings after the bell. I mean, right now, to be honest, it looks like a sell-off, a rollover to the downside. So if that's the case, we got to be cautious of this 400 level kind of sitting down here as a level of potential interest if the bears kind of continue this momentum to the downside, chat. So we got to be aware of like kind of like where we're sitting on the higher time frame. So I do see that you got a wick from the 17th. The low of that candle, 28,408.25. So that is an area of interest, I think, if we continue to kind of roll over to the downside here. You've had some kind of rejection off of this daily kind of like 14 and 50 EMA. So that is not good for the bears, or sorry, for the bulls. Right, so 28,750 area. You can kind of see as well on the 4-hour chart, you got a pretty strong kind of bearish momentum candle forming now on the 4-hour chart. So will it continue? Right, 1 hour, same thing. You had a bit of consolidation here. It looks like the sell-off kind of started at 8 o'clock. So very concerning for the bulls. So right now you got to kind of note that we got a pretty strong top wick on the current daily candle, chat, and kind of rejected off of 276. So 29,276 or so. So you know, we could be looking to kind of hit this box down here. So make no mistake about it. So very interested to kind of see how we open up. A lot of times you get a push up and then a continuation in the direction of the momentum. So in this case, are we going to head lower? That is the question. Missed the easy short this morning. Yeah, I agree, Chuck. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate when that happens? It's like, I mean, sometimes that's the case as well in the afternoon session, right? It starts kind of flushing right at 12 o'clock or right before 12 o'clock. And then, you know, what can you do? But we will see how this plays, chat. Went long at 9 o'clock. Account is already gone. Oh man, that is well, use the code PW. I mean, either way, we got you covered. You got to take profit trader accounts right now. 40% off, no activation fee, instant withdrawals. $700 next stop. Yeah, I mean that's the easy level, right, Tim? I mean that's you know, the psychological level. So I'm already locked out. This is not a brutal market. This is printing free money. Oh yeah, I mean you getting bearish momentum. So literally you're getting bearish momentum here. So to the downside at the moment. So the question is, will it continue lower? Maybe push up and then continue lower. So we will see. We will find out, chat. Don't you worry. We will find out. So if you haven't already, do me a solid. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? So you doing gold? No. We're not trading gold. We trade NQ here. So trading NASDAQ futures market. It's probably your first time on the channel. So yeah, we don't trade gold. We trade NQ futures market. So D-Money, I had a pancake and sausage for breakfast. Well, Alex, thanks for telling me, but you know, you didn't have to share your breakfast option, but since you did, we're very familiar with Alex in the chat. He has had some very strange comments, chat, so I think we kind of try to get him under control. So let's give him a quick 60-second timeout, right? We're not even going to play around with him today, so give him a timeout. Hopefully he comes back thinking differently about life. So there it is. Nobody needs to know your breakfast option, sir. Unreal, chat. Don't you kind of hate that? It's like, you know, coming in here, it's not even 9:30 and you want to tell us what you had for breakfast and make sure you added the sausage to it. Like, unreal, chat. Oh, man. Well, let's go ahead and map out the daily levels and then we'll get the poll kind of going, see what you guys think going into market open. So we had yesterday's daily candle high, 29,342.25. So 342.25, chat. Got yesterday's daily candle low sitting here at 28,952. So that is your daily candle high and low, and obviously we're dropping below that level, so that is bearish, right? That is definitely bearish. So curious to see how this kind of plays out. We got IBM coming up after the bell today. Last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, you had Google, Alphabet, the Google Total Corporation, and then you had obviously Tesla. So got the daily candle levels mapped out as areas of interest. We got levels mapped out to the downside if we kind of get down here with momentum. On the chart. So if they push up, you know, where could we go? Well, I mean, you got the EMA and the daily level at 952, right? But it looks like a bleed out at the moment. So we're getting ready. We got about 15 minutes, right at, you know, a little bit more than 15 minutes, chat. I'm going to drop a poll, see what you guys are thinking, kind of going into market open here. Curious. Get your vote in. Get it in. Right now, you got Apex accounts 90% off. You can get a 100K account, trailing drawdown account with Apex now. $59, chat. That is correct, Amando. With no activation fee, using the code PW. Hi, longs or short right now, guys? Well, I mean, if you that's totally up to you. So, I mean, obviously we got a lot of selling pressure since 8 o'clock here. You had it also at 7:15, right? Pretty clean. You kind of hate that because it's like, why, you know, why? Just like, why can we get this solid kind of dumpity dump price action going into, right, at market open, chat, right? We got like, I mean, almost perfect, like drop, momentum drop, retracement to the EMA, sell off lower to the downside, retracement to the EMA, sell off lower to the downside, right? It's like picture perfect, bearish trending price action. Whoever said that, don't be, just click a button. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, man. 28,720 or so. So, I mean, you would have to think that short-term chat, if they get bullish, maybe we push up to like 800 level, because you always try to have at least some kind of direct, you know, some kind of thought process, both sides. So we got the bearish case, and then if we get bullish, maybe we push up to 800 level and kind of sell back off to the downside. So we'll have to see how this plays, chat. Getting ready, getting ramped up here. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You know the vibes. D-Money, maybe we need to trade pre-market and finish the day. Better moves. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes. Still dropping, chat. But will it continue to the downside here? Got like a slow bleed out. 28,709. So, but you know what happens here, guys. The minute you try to get short, now it actually like ends up basically retracing on you. That's typically what happens, right? So that's the thing that's like unfortunate. But you're getting selling pressure. I mean, make no mistake about it. The bulls are on vacation right now. 28,708. Kind of watching. More selling pressure kind of stepping in. So how low can we go? 12 minutes before market open, and see how you're getting like these pushes back up. So it's like if you don't join the party higher, perfect short would have been up here after this rejection, I think, and then you're trying to ride it. But shout out to James. Hey, D-Money, watch every day, but don't talk much as I'm driving, doing Uber, trying to get my first payout still, but love the streams and all the BDH. Hey, shout out to James, the mechanic in the chat. We appreciate the tip, sir. You didn't have to do it, but you did. So we definitely appreciate it. And thanks for the kind words, as always. Can you please tell me the EMAs that are used? Yeah, we knew that was coming. All right, so 14, 50, and 200 EMA. Gonna pin that in the chat. Oh man, more downside kind of creeping in here. Gotta love that. Well, I mean, hey, hopefully the momentum continues, chat, right? We know the areas of interest down south. Right? So we're getting ready. You got less than 10 minutes for the market to open up. You got a super bearish 1 hour candle. Super bearish 1 hour candle. So will it continue? Let me check this real quick, chat. All right, you had American Airlines this morning, Nokia, believe it or not. How funny is that? reporting. I don't know why it's not like filtering some of this. But I know I saw IBM this afternoon, kind of coming up, chat. So we got IBM after, I think, 4 o'clock. All right, so let me check something else here. And then next week, it's going to be a movie, chat. So it looks like you got Microsoft next week, and you'll start to kind of get like these. You got Amazon, it looks like. Meta next week. AMD is August 4th. So yeah, we're going to start to get some earnings kind of flowing through. You got Apple on July 30th. So let me check something else here. Intel today, IBM was yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah, Intel. Yeah. Yeah, that is correct, Mondo. So, yeah, that is correct. All right, let me check one other thing here, chat. All right, so you had unemployment claims at 8:30 today. It's not red folder anymore, so I guess they got sick of like so it used to be red folder, it's not red folder anymore. We got natural gas storage coming up here at 10:30, chat. And you got a tentative treasury currency report releasing at some point as well. So you had Trump speaking yesterday, right? And kind of funny because the timing of that is very interesting, but kind of going into earnings yesterday. So quite the kind of interesting timing, I should say. Then you had the sporadic kind of price action yesterday afternoon for earnings. And, you know, if you were here yesterday in the afternoon, we kind of talked through this kind of crazy price action. You know, it looks a little bit more calmer on the 5-minute chart, but if you go down to the 1-minute chart and you go back to yesterday's price action around 4 o'clock, it was an account killer. So we know people had to use the code PW because they were very aggressive yesterday. But this is the earnings kind of like, right, that started happening, guys. You start getting these yokes down to 138, back up to 200, 145, back up, right? All these crazy kind of bounces and kind of volatility in the market, an account killer, right? So let's see what happens today. All right, so you got a minute or so to get your vote in for the poll. We're going to finalize it. So the longest coming, maybe. I get natural gas a lot. It's not classy being gassy. Well, I mean, that sounds like a personal problem. You might want to see a doctor and get that resolved. So you know, and yeah, thanks for sharing that with the chat. Riff, we will give you a quick timeout. Maybe you need to go handle that and come back. So there it is. We'll give you a quick 10-second timeout. Think differently about life and come back. Maybe call and make an appointment to see a doctor. So there it is. I mean, thanks for telling us. Diddy's in the chat. He said it does not sound healthy. Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with Denny that does not sound healthy, chat. So yeah, you might want to call the doc and get that kind of resolved. So unreal, chat, that you decided to share that with the chat. If it's your first payout, always take the max. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you take whatever profits in front of you. So you're gonna see that a lot of times you try to push for that max and you end up blowing the account instead of taking the money that was right in front of you. So but to each his own. All right, we're gonna finalize the poll here, chat. You will see the results coming through. We got a pretty good sample size. You have 839 votes, so that's a pretty decent sample size. So 41% feel like we're gonna dump, 39% feel like we're gonna pump, and then 20% is saying that they don't know what's gonna happen here. So there it is. There's the chat results from the poll. And we're getting ready for market open. You got 2 minutes and 26 seconds. D-Money, have you lived anywhere outside of Florida? Yeah, I lived in Green Bay, Wisconsin for a year. I've shared that before. And that is pretty much it. Traveled to multiple places, but lived in Florida pretty much. Different parts of Florida, right? So I've been on this side of the state for I think like over 10 years, probably like 12, 13 years or so, maybe a little bit more. So go Pack Go. Yeah, I shared a story on that it's kind of strange that I was walking around a mall. People thought I was a Packer player, guy. It's like very strange in Green Bay. It's like why? All in long. Okay, 500 contracts. Use the code PW. No one capital. We got you covered. Don't you worry. Denny's saying you got to put the accent on when you're saying Wisconsin. I know, right? All right, chat, we're getting ready here. If you haven't already, we got 3,000 plus people rocking out. We're going to ramp up here in the next 10, 15 minutes or so. But if you haven't already, do me a solid, chat. Hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, you know the vibes. So let's see how this thing opens up here. 45 seconds for the market to open. You got Traded Fly accounts right now, 40% off. Bundle and save using the code PW. So let's see. 28,700, guys. A lot of room to the downside, but we've had a lot of kind of selling pressure already overnight. 420 points, right? So you would think that there may be some upside before going lower, but let's see how this plays out, chat. 5 seconds left. All right, market's open here. Do we get some kind of push up to go higher? Or do we get a flush McGush here, guys? Push down right away. I would say if we pop these highs, could be looking for longs, right? Above 726, chat. You got a bottom wick already, but if it flushes, it flushes, right? But I would say that could be the move up towards 770 or so if they kind of pop these highs. Let's see how this plays. A lot of bearish momentum, though, kind of stepping in right at the open. I mean, this thing is flush McGush here, guys. Got to be patient because the minute you kind of get in and try to chase it, easy to get yoked. All right, push back up. You're looking to see if they pop 726, I think. Got a nice bottom wick there. Day of fear of missing out and blown accounts. Yeah, I mean, it could be, to be honest. Got to be patient, I think. But if it gets back above these highs, 728, I think you could be targeting maybe 770, guys, for long. So let's see if we get a push here to the upside, guys. Or we get some kind of yoke. See that bottom wick? That's not good. You got the kind of stalling here, so it needs to go and kind of pick up steam. I'll look to join along. I'm long, guys. Trying to quick long here. Oh, there it is. Oh, my goodness. It was up like 30 points and then it pulled back. It was over 10 points. There it is. 15 points or so. I think we take that for the first trade here, guys. You got a nice pop there. 20 plus points for the ladies in the chat, not the fellas. I think we take that off. We wait for this candle to kind of close. I literally had like, I think 30 points and then it pulled back. What a strange kind of thing there, guys. Drop the W's in the chat. If you took the long, you got paid. If you faded, you got slayed. There it is. Oh, man. No, that's actually trading 8 accounts. Not trading micros. I'm trading 8 separate accounts. We're not. I don't know who trades micros around here. So unless you are being strategic because of the pullbacks, drop the W's in the chat. Copy trading 8 accounts, basically trading minis. So first trade on the board. You gotta love it. Oh man, I'm glad that I closed that because look at the pullback to the downside here, chat. So we will see what else we can get. Don't you worry. Thought process was simple. You start breaking those highs, you're looking for more upside. All right, so let's see how this candle closes, guys. Gotta map out the 5-minute ORV, right? So, all right, so you got the low down here, sitting here, 28,657. So, gotta map that out. That's a bullish kind of candle closure, looking like it's gonna be a bullish candle closure, right? There's still time left, but you don't want to see that if you're a bear. I'll tell you that. Long bottom wick and then an expansion higher. We've already dropped over 400 plus points, basically kind of like early morning kind of deal, right? You can kind of see since like 5 o'clock, you had highs at 29,135. So the thought process is that we push higher, chat. So let's see, got about 10 seconds left. That's a strong ORB candle, guys. Got the high at 764. Is there another long kind of coming here? Make sure I got this right. 764.50. All right. So ORB set. Got a bottom wick. You're right at the 14 EMA. So you're kind of watching here to see how we react because you're close to that 14, chat. Don't want to pull back and get yoked. Gonna be patient. Because this could be a reactionary level to head lower, realistically. Look at the pullback, chat. See, so you got to be careful at these EMAs when there's a lot of selling pressure that has kind of already been in the market. I think if we get back above 775, you're looking for above 800, right? So if the bulls have enough strength. So after you've had a decent retracement. So let's see how this plays. All right, that's a strong kind of statement there, guys. For a potential long here, if it now you can wait for a candle to kind of close, but it looks bullish, like they want more upside, to be honest. Maybe up to 800 or higher. So let's kind of see. Yeah, I mean, it looks prime here, chat. There's the 800 pop. 763. Let me measure this out real quick. Yeah. And you got room. All right, so this is the kind of thought process here. If we're going to remain bullish, I think this level gets tagged on the 15-minute chart, 877, guys. Kind of ran right away, right? Didn't give us. All right, here's the pullback. I want it. Let's see if we can get. All right, so yeah, got to be a little patient here. Let this candle. I want this candle to close basically above the ORB, chat. Because the way I see it, there is more upside to come if that's the case. We got the 50 EMA on actually on the 5-minute chart is 900, so it needs to close above it. Denny's coming in the afternoon. That is correct, Amondo. Denny's rocking out this afternoon with me 2 to 4 chat today and tomorrow. So $50 seconds left. It's holding so far. It's holding a 14 EMA and it's holding the ORB high. 5-minute chart. Dump coming? Possibly. That's why I want to wait for this candle to kind of close out, chat. See if I can frame another setup. It's either going to be a D-shaped recovery or it's going to be a rejection for more downside. So need to wait and see. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. We got over 4,000 people rocking out here. I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted. So you got to love it. All right, bullish closer. Do we get a push down, guys, or we just get expansion higher really quick? Straight up. That was a bullish closer on the 5-minute chart. I think we go higher, guys. But let's see how this plays. You don't got a bottom wick, but you got a lot of bullish momentum. So is that enough to kind of push us, or are we going to trick some people here and head lower? I think we get back to like 818. I might try a long here and try to ride it. But let's see. All right, I'm trying a long here, guys. Let's see if I get a push. There it is. Well, I was green. I don't know what's going on here. It's like going green to red. I was up 15 points almost, and then you had a pullback. So I don't quite know if that's accurate or not, because that's the second time it's done that. But looking for 10, 15 points. If I can get a push. Got 824 kind of sitting there. Come on. All right. There it is. There's over 10 points, guys. Drop the W's in the chat. You got to love it. If you took it, you got paid. If you faded, you got slayed. I don't know why it's like, it's a little buggy here, chat. I don't know why it's going slow. If you guys see that, but that's another W. Oh man, I don't know what's going on here with the lag. There's a bit of a lag with my screen here, guys. Like I don't normally it's right. My TradeAvate. I hate to say that, but I might let me log out and log back in here of TradeAvate chat. I think we head to 900. I think the box here that I got mapped out, guys, 869 gets hit. So you gotta love it. I'm logging out and logging back in. There's the push. I'm just trying to, yeah. See, you kind of hate that, but yeah, I'm literally logging back in now, guys. But I think that box gets hit, and 872 or so. Shorts are getting roasted, Punjon. Oh yeah. Good luck with that, right? All right, the box guy hit. Bottom of the box guy. There it is. So if you kind of listen there, you got paid. And unfortunately, I had to log out and log back in, but I'm back in now, TradeAvate. So you got the 15-minute candle ORB getting ready to be set here as well, chat. So that level that I had mapped out, it's not hindsight. We had that mapped out before the market opened, and that's because we know that that was a level of interest for the bulls, and it is still going, guys. 900 could be in play here. So let's see. I'm gonna obviously kind of map out when this 15-minute candle kind of closes out. You got about 1 minute and 16 seconds here. So I'm up $1,700 in profit on my one eval in one day. One more day like that and I'm getting funded. Thanks DMONEY for every lesson. Yeah, but you did all the work. I don't hit buy or sell for you. So, but I'm happy that you are making money. Nice 15-minute candle for the bulls. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you gotta just started. I made 120 bucks. Yeah, but guess what? That's $120 that it's only 9:44, so the market's only been open for 14 minutes or so, and you know, that's not bad. So all right, so now what we're going to do, chat, is obviously the 5-minute ORB played. Probably want to map out the 15-minute ORB now. Got to map this out, right? So you got the high kind of sitting there, 28,883. All right. So, all right, we got the 15-minute ORB mapped out now, chat, because it just opened. So, you know the range. Need to be patient now. See if we can get another kind of trade in. You've had 2 winning trades so far. It's only 9:45. I need $70 to be funded on 3 more accounts. Thanks, DMONEY. Hey, you did all the work. Thanks for tuning in. So we're right at 4,100 people, guys. You can't tell me that we shouldn't have over 1,000 likes at this point. So you know the vibes. This afternoon I'll be rocking out with Denny Dollars Makes You Holler. So maybe hound them for some free accounts, chat. Hound them for some free accounts. Oh man, maybe we'll do a giveaway. Maybe we got a giveaway for some accounts this afternoon, chat. Got to be tuned in for that. We're rocking out 2 to 4. Trying to see where we're at with likes. All right, so we are at currently getting a pullback here that might be healthy if we're going to go higher. So nothing to do yet, chat. Got to be patient. We got 926 likes. So don't be shy, guys. You know what to do. 28,819. Okay, so this is the current 1 hour candle. You got a long bottom wick. Four-hour candle is bearish. Got 12 minutes, 56 seconds left. D-Money, I'm already up on the day, you the man. Hey, I appreciate that, but I don't hit buy or sell for you. So do you believe that it's better to have consistency rule on the eval or the pass, or on the you're probably saying funded account? I think it's probably better to have consistency on the eval, because once you're funded, you can kind of open it up, if that makes any sense, right? You don't have to worry about it. You can just trade and take profit. Might take you, so that's probably, sounds like that's a multiple day eval, right? Meaning that's going to take you probably at least a couple days to pass it. Nothing wrong with that. You got like Lucid Flex accounts as an example, that has 2 days minimum to pass because of the consistency rule. You actually have the select accounts on Tradeify that are also gonna take you a few days to pass. But once you're funded, a lot of those accounts don't have consistency when you're funded, so you don't have to worry about it. So if you catch a nice trend day, you're golden, because you know, like if this was happening, right, you would be trying to get short every EMA rejection. After the candle closes, you get short and ride it down, come back to the EMA reject, ride it down, right? So we're kind of waiting now, guys. Pretty strong kind of bearish reaction here on this 5-minute candle. So are we gonna lose the 14 EMA? I think if the bullish momentum is gonna kind of pick back up here, we need to stay above this 14 EMA, chat. If we lose the 14 EMA, we could be getting ready to roll over back to the downside. So just be aware of that. Just being patient. Got a minute left on the current 5-minute candle. So want to see how this candle closes out. That is a 75 or almost 80 point kind of 5-minute candle, bearish. So you definitely don't want to jump and get long just to get long, chat. Need to see how this plays. That's some bearish momentum. So feels like it's kind of rolling back over to the downside. So that is 105 points. What is going on here? Why was that level important for the bulls? What level? You're talking about up here for a target? Yeah, because that was the I had an EMA mapped out that I was targeting. Right, I looked at the levels and mapped out an EMA and a price target. So because when price is in momentum, guys, it's gonna try to get to that 50, which it kind of shifted a little bit, but that was like 891, right? So that was pretty close to the EMA. A lot of times we'll tag it. All right, do we sell back off here, guys, or do we push back up? That was a lot of bearish kind of selling pressure on that 5-minute candle. Over 100 points in a rejection. I mean, I think if we lose 747, we could be headed back towards lower 600. So that could be very interesting. We rejected the top. We had the ORB up here. We could not get above it so far. Had a strong reaction back down. So this is the current 1-hour candle. Kind of a battle going on between the bulls and the bears. You got a very long wick. Top and bottom of that candle, chat, kind of telling you that there's clearly some indecision in regards to where they want to take the market. So it's coming. If the highs don't hold due to selling algos. Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I think you got to be short bias if it kind of loses this level. Simple as that, guys. Looking for more downside. All right, I think you're targeting down here towards 661 if the bearish momentum kind of continues. That was a candle closure below the EMA, but you probably want another candle, right? One more candle to kind of close below it, but it might flush now, guys. I hate to say that, but that's just how it works, right? You either get in now or you wait for another candle to kind of close bearish, but this is a reaction off of the EMA to the downside. This is the level that kind of like is in jeopardy of getting hit. So I will see how this plays. Because what I've kind of noticed is that you almost sometimes you want kind of like two bearish candles below it, because that kind of signifies that we're going to head lower. But, you know, that would have played. But the only problem here is that if you got short right off the 14, your stop loss probably would have to be up here, about an 80-point stop, and I wasn't willing to kind of give it that, right? That seems like a wide stop, guys. You're risking on one mini, you're risking literally $1,600. That's crazy. So I think it's smart to kind of wait here, see how this kind of plays out. I need a push higher to get short now, Funjon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So let's see. Got some time here, chat. Got to be patient. I'm also aware that the 1 hour candle is trying to close, getting ready to close. So you got 6 minutes and 20 seconds on that 1 hour candle, and you need to be smart. We've already had, you've had multiple winning trades here, so I don't think you have to force anything. I think you let the market come to you, so to speak. As far as see how this candle is going bullish now. This is why you want to wait, chat. Look at the push. Look at that push. So if you got short just automatically, you were up in profit. I hope you took it and you didn't try to hold it for a break of these lows, because this could be a higher low, chat, kind of forming to go higher. And that's why you wait for candles to kind of close out, because you don't know, right? But this is looking like a higher low that has formed. All right, do we push back up here, chat, now? Because we've had, right, the retracement down and it closed back above the 14 for another push up to like 883. We'll love a bottom wick. A longer bottom wick though, kind of dipping down here 793 or so, and then trying to expand higher. You're fighting this candle, the 1 hour candle, right? It is bullish now, but you're fighting that, and the current 4 hour candle is bearish, guys. So just be aware that you got 4 minutes left on that higher time frame candle, the 4 hour candle, and it is bearish. So there's a conflict right now. You got a 1 hour candle that's bullish. You got a 4 hour candle that's bearish. So probably smart to be a little patient, I think. See how this higher time frame candle closes out. I don't think there's a need to rush, chat, because if we're gonna go lower, we know that 440s down here could be a level of interest. if we're going to go higher, well, we could retrace up here to 950 or so. So there's time. I think there's time. You just have to kind of let this thing play out. 1 hour looks indecisive. Yeah, and that's my point. I'm going to wait for that candle to close, chat. See if I can get more clarity. DMONEY, which account type do you use for trading, trailing or end of day? Yeah, I actually trade. I trade trailing drawdown accounts, chat. I don't mind those accounts at all because I don't have an issue taking profit off the table. If you have issue taking profit off the table, then you probably need to go with end of day drawdown accounts because that, you know, the trailing could hurt you. See how you're getting this push back down? So definitely some indecision kind of going on, guys. Gonna let this kind of play out into the candle closure. See if we can frame another setup when the 10 o'clock new 4 hour and 1 hour opens up. This might be a stupid question, but the intraday drawdown carries into the funded account too, right? Yeah. So, but it cuts off. So once you, so as an example, right now you got Apex accounts 90% off using the code PW, and the trailing accounts like 50K account, once you get it funded, it is still trailing a trailing account. But once you hit $2,100 in that account, because you need to hit the drawdown buffer or threshold plus your plus $100, and the drawdown cuts off. So getting more selling pressure here, guys, to the downside. So they definitely tricked a lot of people. Just took out that low, so that higher low is not valid anymore because it got taken out. So you might as well take it off the screen. Looks like they're going to flush here to 657 before the candle closes. So yeah, see that 1 hour is looking a little more bearish now, but still got that wick top and the bottom, obviously. But got about a minute, guys. We are headed to 539. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if we break 657, 500, this wick is the next place. That's probably what you're talking about. You got a wick here at 550. If we break that, I think we head to the box that I got mapped out at 450. And that doesn't have to happen like right away. That these levels are for the total day, right? Total day, not just this session, the morning session. A lot of bearish momentum kind of stepping in here, chat. It looks like a higher low, or sorry, a lower high. Lower high, guys. You got a high up here, and then you got a lower high that has formed, and we just swiped the previous candle's low in the 5-minute chart, so you have to kind of acknowledge that. And you're getting ready here 10 seconds for the new 1 hour and 4 hour to open up. So do they want to push up and form a top wick first? Because that's the only issue I would see, right? Maybe they push up and form a top wick. And that's what's happening now. So you can see on the 1 hour chart, we're pushing up, forming that top wick. Thought process would be we push up, form the top wick, and then expand lower to the downside. So let's see. I mean, that's a 50-point pop right back up, guys, in literally like 40 seconds. Over 50 points right back up. So you definitely got to be careful because it's easy to kind of get burned here if you're not cautious of like the retracements. Somebody said 15 minutes barcoding. Is it though? Or is it kind of breaking down to go lower? That's what it looks like to me, guys. Could have a short here if you know, we start to kind of lose the momentum. I think we're headed back to 657. So let me, I'm trying to map this out. The shorts look like the move to the downside, guys. Look at that reaction off the 14 EMA. Man. All right, so you would love 696 to get broken, chat, and then we head down here, right, to the bottom of the ORB. It's about 40 points from right, the break of that previous candle's low. Top wick has been put in. Is that enough to go lower? That's the question, right? You're looking at the 4-hour chart now, and you kind of see, you know, look how, you know, the only thing you don't like is how far you got. You look to the left, we bounced from here last time we were down here on the 17th at 6 o'clock, right? So you're kind of watching to see if the low gets taken here. I think below 695, you're looking for shorts, but if they can hold that, then they could be kind of building up for a deeper push higher. A little tricky right now, chat. A little tricky. But I think that's how I'm looking at this. If we break the lows, then I think more downside. If we can stay above 695, I think they're gonna build out some kind of bottom to push up higher. And that's just based off of looking to the left on the higher time frame. Pullback fail, downside auction, expansion 2,900, 500 or 29,500. Yeah, I think I mean, I'm kind of giving you what I'm looking at, right? So I've given you guys both scenarios, to be honest. I've given you the bullish thought process and the bearish thought process. I just, you know, they might want a deeper wick. Meaning that we got to push up higher on a higher time frame. See how we're not breaking down, chat? We could not kind of break that low, and you got 10 seconds left. So on the 5-minute chart, this is the low I think that needs to get taken. Kind of put that here so you guys kind of see that. I think if you break that low, it's sayonara, right? It's all to the down, races to the downside. So if we can't, then we're just kind of hesitating to push up for longs, because you got a long way to the 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart to 846. We're right at it on the 5-minute chart. Current candle on the 1 hour is bullish. 4 hour currently is bullish. Yeah, it's looking like the longs here, guys, are the move for a pop, possibly to the upside here. Probably targeting like 835. They need to hold the EMA, right? The 14 EMA, we need to stay above it on the 5-minute chart. Get a candle that closes above it, and I think you're targeting on the you would be targeting 855, guys. Got about 3 minutes, 15 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. Need to see who's in control here. Is this 14 EMA going to be an area of support, or is it going to be an area of resistance? LOL facts, DMONEY speaking the same language? Oh yeah. I mean, because like you don't know right now, right? I mean, we're right at that 14, but if we can hold it, we're going to go higher more than likely. So that's just all it is, guys. And I also, the way that I trade, you know, you got to be mindful of the higher time frame, and you know, look at the room. You got to know what happened the last time we were at specific price levels, right? And we know that we've had selling pressure already in the market of over 400 points. It doesn't mean we can't flush another 1,000 points or 2,000 points. But you know that the market doesn't move in a straight line. A lot of times they need some kind of retracement higher to go lower. So you just need it to kind of hold here, I think, and then you might get a pop. Kind of watching 5-minute, the 1 hour candle on the 5-minute chart to see if, you know, the momentum kind of continues here. Do you use the 9 EMA? No, I do not. PW uses the 9 EMA. I don't know if Denny uses it or not, but I know PW uses the 9 and the 21. So I use the 1450 and 200. Kind of, they work really well with the higher time frame. Another kind of retracement here. Do we try a short, guys? I'm gonna try a short, see if we get a break of this level to the downside. There was over 10 points right away, chat. Can I get 15 points? There it is. 20.25. We will take that off, guys. There it is. There it is. You gotta love it. So saw the quick trade there, 25-point winner for the ladies in the chat, not the fellas, because the fellas are strange sometimes. We can't be giving it for the fellas. We gotta do it for the ladies in the chat, because there are some strange things going on with the guys in the chat sometimes. So drop the W's if you got paid. If you took the trade, if you faded, unfortunately you got slayed. You got to use the code PW. Either way, we got you covered. So don't you worry, we got you covered. Oh man, you gotta love it. You've had 3 winning trades, guys. Here, that was a 25-point winner. And what's gonna happen now? Because that was a nasty kind of 5-minute candle closure. Will we get a rejection and kind of sell back off here off the 14? I don't know, chat. It's kind of like indecisive right now. There's no, this is why it's like frustrating when you look at pre-market and look at what we're getting right now, right? Like why can't we just get the continuation like this from like 8 o'clock straight down? It's like, why do we got the okey pokey price action here where it's just kind of playing around? But we're just making the best out of it, chat, because we're not getting right. Like, it's, are we gonna sell off from here now, back down? Maybe. $756 got hit and then rejection. Got a 15-minute candle that it is bullish at the moment. It's not bearish. Got a long wick, but it's looking weak. You kind of like that. But who's going to win the battle? You have to hold the trade longer. Well, to be honest, right now, that's not the environment that we're in. Did you not just see the push right back up? You just had a 78-point retracement right back up off the lows. So you want to hold that? So trading one mini, you would be down over $1,400 because you didn't take profit. You don't see that we're not getting follow through right now. We're barcoding. You got to love when people like, you know, I understand that some trades are longer, that, you know, if you get that only makes sense in a trending market to hold. It doesn't make sense when the market is choppy and it's indecisive. And I think that's where people, they don't understand that, chat. And that's why they're going to blow accounts, because they're holding. And now you can't tell me that you held for 80 points of drawdown with one contract. That is insanity. I don't care what anybody tells you. If you were up in profit 25, 30 points and you held for 80 points of drawdown because you had to be right, that is unreal. Like, you got to know what's going on in the market, right? If you're going to make that statement, you got to at least know what's going on in the market. And right now, the market's indecisive. It keeps bouncing. Every pullback, every drop is getting retraced right now. So clearly you don't understand what's happening, right? Because that's a 75-point bullish kind of range on the current 5-minute candle. I mean, it would make sense to hold if we were getting price action like this, where price actually dropped, retraced to the EMA, and then you wrote it's trending down, right? You're able to hold that, but you don't hold when price, it's literally ranging. We're in a range. And that, to be honest, the longer we range here, you got a higher probability that we push way higher, because we've already had over 400 points of selling pressure since 6 o'clock. So my 103 in payouts are from trades of 40 seconds or less. Holding trades has caused so many trades to go from green to red. NQ loves the trap yard. Yeah. Shout out to Tanner, and I'm just keeping it real, chat. Right? I'm not trying to give the person a hard time, because I don't think that they're like, you know, just, you know, roasting or whatever. But I'm simply telling you, you got to know the market condition, right? Absolutely. Like, there's nothing wrong with holding if the market's kind of giving you that, but it's not giving you that right now. It's giving you 80 point retracements back up. Good luck holding that. Because you're going to get destroyed right now. That's just what it is. When you size big, you have no choice but to get in and out. And that's the thing, right? RSI scalper, like, I'm literally trading one mini, guys. I'm not trading micros. You can do that with micros. You can sit through drawdown, a lot of drawdown if you choose to do that. But, and there's nothing, I'm not a trader that's going to tell you that something doesn't work. If that's your strategy, that's your strategy. I don't have an issue with it because it's not my accounts. But, you know, I can tell you that NQ loves to trap people, and right now you're just not getting the follow through to hold. If you look at at the lower time frame, guys. Look at the 2-minute chart. This is straight consolidation right now. I mean, that's just what it is. So, and the points add up because, you know, if you start getting strong momentum candles, like, these are not momentum candles, guys. These strong, like, wicks, these wicks, candles with wicks, top and bottom, and like long wicks up top. That's not a momentum with a small candle body. That's not a momentum candle. This bearish candle at 9:55 was a momentum candle down, and that could be very well where we're headed, right? Down. However, right now, you're not getting solid follow through down. You're getting yokes right back up for whatever reason. So just be mindful, chat. No, not this trade. Your entries needs to be at the low for a sell or at the top for a buy. Yeah, so Clever J, why are you here if you got it all figured out, sir? So if you know how to trade, clearly, and I guarantee you took the trades that I took. So why are you here if you got it all figured out? That's the question. Right? Clearly you're here for a reason. And I see your channel activity, and you have rocked out with DMONEY on multiple shows. So you must like something that you're seeing, because you keep coming back. So I don't know, you know, but this is not the market, man. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know how long you've been trading, but I've been trading for 10 years, and I'm telling you right now, this is not the market right now to hold. The market, if you were lucky enough to kind of trade overnight, then yes, but not right now. Because you got to understand, first of all, some of the accounts that I'm trading are trailing accounts. So if I'm up 30 points in profit and I let it go 80 points in drawdown, I could possibly blow the account, but I'm definitely going to be negative, because that's how it works on trailing accounts. You see what I'm saying? So something, you're not like connecting all the pieces is what I'm telling you. So just kind of be mindful of that, man. Like, I'm not gonna kick you out, because I don't think you mean, I'm not taking offense to your statement, but I'm literally trying to. The content is good, but the trade. All right, so now we're gonna kick you out, man. So go to another channel, and come back under another user ID. So there it is. We're not gonna. Yeah, you're gone. So there it is. Oh man. There it is. He gone. You gotta love it, chat. Oh man. All right, so you're getting these rejections, guys. It's like funny. You can tell that people don't trade. A lot of people don't trade trailing accounts. They don't know how it works. Like, so if you're new to the channel, chat, and you saw me in that trade, I was positive almost 30 points on the last trade. If I hold that and it goes negative, that's going to impact my drawdown. That's how it works. So I'm not looking to hold, right? It doesn't make any sense. Now, if you're past the threshold, I mean, but like, it's just crazy how some people, like, they don't even, it's crazy, man. It is what it is. All right, so slow bleed here, guys. So your unrealized profit? No. So basically, if you don't take it off, so like I got Apex accounts. I'm like bouncing back and forth, right? I got Lucid trading like Lucid accounts. That's one Lucid account, right? That was the last trade I took. I'm bouncing between funded accounts, guys. And the Apex accounts are trailing drawdown accounts. They're not end of day drawdown accounts. I think I know it sounds weird, guys, but we could be kind of building up to go higher. I don't know, right? We got to wait and kind of see how this plays. So let me check something here. Give me 1 second, chat. $489. See how we're kind of pushing right back up. That to me is not bearish. It's kind of, I feel like we're building out some kind of base to go higher, guys. See, like some of these are some of the Apex accounts from today, right? So it's like they're trailing drawdown accounts, guys. So the thing is that if you don't take the profit off the table, good luck with that, right? Because you're gonna actually end up digging into your accounts. You're gonna be positive, right? You could be positive, but you're gonna be digging into your drawdown until you get them above the buffer. So it makes no sense to do that. But the price action right now, I kind of feel like you could be looking, I'm waiting for this candle to kind of close out, because you keep getting these bounces from like 690 right back up. So let's see how this kind of plays. Kind of feel like they're building out a base. You see the lower time frame. Yeah, and I mean, you can see it on a lower time frame, guys. See how you're kind of building out. We're not dropping lower. We just keep kind of coming down here and putting in a base and then pushing right back up on the lower time frame. Kind of showing you that, so you can kind of see that we're ranging right now. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. Waiting for another setup here. Got about a minute, 20 seconds left. Could you elaborate a little bit more on the drawdown hurting you on that type of account? Yeah, so what I'm saying is, so with trailing drawdown accounts, the way that they work is that you're only penalized if you don't take profit off the table. Right? A loss is a loss, right? A loss is a regular loss. It doesn't, you know, you lost 500 bucks, you lost 500 bucks. But if you were green on a trade, say you were up 500 bucks, you got $2,000 of trailing drawdown, and all of a sudden you let the trade go break even, you've lost $500 of drawdown on trailing accounts. That's how it works. And that's why I was trying to make that point to the guy, but when he just kept going with some, you know, nonsense, I kicked him out. So it is what it is. So what's the benefit to that? Yeah, because it cuts off when you hit $2,100 on the account, guys. It cuts off, so you don't have to worry about it anymore, right? But that's how it works. So many rejections, I know. And that's what I was telling him, that this is not the condition to hold in. But it's, you know, had to kick him out. It is what it is. You know, when you got an expert in the chat that knows everything, then, you know, let him. I'm tempted to try long, guys. From 700, see if we get a bounce. Put the stop below the previous candle. I'm going to try a quick long. Let's see if we get a bounce, guys. If we get a rejection below 691, I'm going to close it. There's 10 points, 15 points. There it is. You got over 15 points, guys, right away. You got to love it. 20 points, 25, 30 points. We will take that. There it is, because that's what the market is given. So to the person, well, he's gone now. He's probably back under another user ID. There it is. So drop the W's in the chat. If you took the long, you got paid. If you faded, unfortunately, you got slayed. So you got to love it. This account now is up $1,200. Just taking what we can get. Oh, man. And this is nasty price action, guys, but I'm literally just taking what the market is giving right now. You gotta love it. You've had 4 trades, 4 winning trades. Just kind of taking what we can get in the market. Now, yeah, and look at the pullback. Fun John's right. You see how you got that pullback, chat? So I literally would have, right? Look at the pullback right back down. And that's the environment that we're in right now. And it's a shame that the guy didn't realize that, but that was a 45 point like pullback, 40 point pullback right back down. So it's like you hold it, you take 30, it pulls back 40. So good luck with that. Use the code PW. What made you take that long? Yeah, because we've been bouncing from, you see how we got a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. So the thought process is that we push up. The stop was going to be here at 690. So I had a small stop, anticipating that we'll get another push back up. Simple as that, right? And this is nasty kind of price action, guys. You got to get in and get out. Look at what we're dealing with right now. Are you kidding me? So if he thinks he can do better in this kind of market, he doesn't need to watch the show. D-Money doesn't have anything to offer him. So the bounce is off of the overnight lows. Yeah, been scalping the bottom up 5,000. Yeah, that's what it's giving. I'm telling you, it's building. It's like it's a nasty kind of, looks nasty, chat, but it is literally just you're taking what you can get in this kind of market at the moment. So you've had 4 trades so far, all winning trades. The 5-minute chart's comical. Yeah, I know. It's all comical. You look at it, look at the 2-minute chart just to see the consolidation. I've been in the market since 1990, and what we're seeing is the appetizer of a market that's not too far off. Good job, D. Hey, I appreciate that. I've never said I'm the best trader, Chad. I've never said I got it all figured out. You'll never hear me say that. So I'm just trying to take what I can get based off of what's being given. I mean, you can do this one or two ways if you don't want to trade this. You're able to kind of map out the consolidation range. But I think they're slowly kind of building up to kind of pop these highs because we're not breaking down. So... And when I say break down, Chad, I'm not saying pullbacks, because we are getting pullbacks to the downside, but we're not breaking to the downside, right? Like, meaning that we're not putting in lower lows. The last 3 5-minute candles have been higher lows, right? You got lows, higher low. So I think you break the bottom of the box, with momentum, we head below 655. If we kind of build out here like some kind of V-shaped recovery, or right, obviously I don't think there would be an issue getting back above 800. Probably targeting the top of the range, 28,883, that ORB high. So just need to kind of see how it plays. All the mega caps are red except MU. Yeah. But I mean, listen, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to remember though, right? A lot of times the stock market pushes, if it's bearish, it will push up and then it ends up closing bearish, if that makes any sense, right? So because it doesn't move in a straight line, a lot of times you need energy to kind of go lower, chat, right? If that makes any sense, that's probably a better way to put it. You need some kind of energy, and the energy would be kind of trapping people and pushing up higher and then flushing lower. So, but you can clearly see, like overnight, you got like a double top. This is a double top, chat, on the 1 hour chart. You had a double top up here on the 1 hour chart. It's pretty clean. This, you can almost call it a triple top from midnight, but it's right. It's pretty close to being a triple top, but this is definitely a double top right off the EMAs on the 1 hour chart. And you got the rejection to go lower. So, you know, you flush that many points from overnight. And I mean, technically you can do agent session as well. The highs, overnight session to the lows, you've already had a 622 point drop, chat. So that's probably why we're stalling, is because the market kind of needs something to kind of get us going lower. Either, you know, a Trump tweet or, you know, something of that nature. But it's starting to kind of go now. It's funny how you talk about it and then it starts happening. So will that be enough? All these wicks. Can you explain the legacy accounts that are back on Apex temporarily? Is there a benefit? Thanks. Not spamming, assuming you didn't see the first message. Yeah, I honestly didn't see it. So yeah, I mean, the legacy accounts, we'll wait. I mean, this is, I mean, you're getting follow through, chat. You're finally getting follow through to the downside. So let's see. All right, we got a minute and 20 seconds left. Give me a second on that Apex question. Let's see how this kind of plays out. $28,640, guys. We just broke the ORB, and I think that is an indication that we're gonna head lower, right? I mean, if the momentum kind of continues to the downside, you would love a candle closure, obviously below it. You got 50 seconds left on this candle. There's been a lot of stall action. That 1 hour candle looks weak as well. You got a long top wick, and we kind of broke the consolidation range. So let this candle close out. And I think, see if we can frame a setup here. Trump tweet incoming at 10:59. Synergy. It might be. Funny thing is, if they close us back inside the range, right? You love when that happens. Yeah, so now you're not looking, that whole long bond longs at the bottom, that's pretty much invalid, chat, right? Because we just broke to the lows. So now you're looking for, I would have loved a better push up, but you might have a short kind of brewing here if I think we get back below 640. And the reason why I'm saying 640 is because you probably want to avoid getting chopped here, chat, and they kind of yoke it right back inside the range. And AQ loves to do that, right? And then you would be targeting probably 600. So there's room to the downside if they kind of get it going. But you're right at the ORB, and the ORB is either going to be a resistance area or a support area for a bounce. See how you got the kind of like the reaction here off of the ORB. So 28,657, that's the 15-minute ORB low. And a lot of times, right, you'll get some kind of reaction the opposite direction. So just got to be mindful of that. Wow, look at the pop. Right back inside the consolidation range. Bullish reaction from the bulls. And, you know, NQ loves to kind of do that, chat, right? They swipe a level and then they push it right back up. I mean, look at the reaction, 90-point reaction right back up. Off the lows, current candle. The trickery is real. Yep. Yep. I agree. Gotta wait and see how this plays. Funny thing is, all right, so it's the 1 hour candle is bullish. 4 hour candle is bullish at the moment. 30-minute candle, you got like a bullish like pin bar, like right, kind of forming bullish hammer, but that could be, you know, a little deceptive, right? Deceiving, I should say, because you already swiped that low. So you probably want to see some kind of rejection. If, you know, you need to be smart here, because we have not closed below the ORB low. We swiped the low, but we haven't closed below it. So you're probably only looking for shorts if we close below the ORB low now, if we get a closure back below it. Almost feels like the price action we've been getting in the afternoon. Yeah, but the moves are bigger though, right? It's like, it's similar, but it's bigger because the ranges are bigger, because obviously it's the open trading during the morning. So this rotation market needs monk patience, endurance, and inner calm. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's you know, you got to try to frame your setups, and you still can be wrong. Like, that's the thing. Even if you're patient, you still, you know, you might not get it right, because you're not always going to get it right. That's just how it is. So, but yeah, you got to be patient and try to frame setups that you think have a high probability of working. That's all you can do. So we've already had 4 trades here, so, and we only been rocking out. Well, the market's only been open for a little bit more than an hour, but I mean, it's hard to be bearish based off that reaction right back up. But we've seen it when they all of a sudden they give you a bearish candle, that's 70-80 points right back down. And then you basically get chopped. But that was clearly a bullish kind of reaction, kind of off those lows, kind of breaking the ORB. But will it hold up, or will we get some kind of pullback now? Kind of nasty, definitely nasty kind of price action, chat. This is crazy. All right, so we'll kind of waiting to see what this 5-minute candle does, chat. So we got 4 minutes left. Looks like it's rolling over a little bit. Let me answer the question in regards to the Apex legacy accounts, because somebody had that question kind of brought up. So if you want to know the answer, you go to the Apex website, you click on legacy products, and you will see, so like for the valuation accounts, basically you're gonna, now here's the thing, you are going to have the MAE rule and all that. So you know, just be mindful. So your balance must close above or below profit, right? Minimum days, I think it's like 5 days. I don't know why it's saying 7 there, but it's saying, oh yeah, no, that's right. So complete a minimum of 7 days. You got to trade for 7 days for valid, and then you got 1 day to pass. So you got 1 day to pass. So that's you don't have to worry about that. You got 1 day to pass. You do need probably 8 trading days. You can flip for I think 3 of those days, and you know, just kind of be mindful. Looks like we're getting some kind of rejection, guys, right back down. So I do see that kind of printing out right on the chart, sitting there at 28,670. So the difference between the accounts now, the new accounts, you only got to trade 5 days, so you don't have to do any flipping or anything like that, and no denied payouts, etc. So just be mindful, right? These accounts, if you don't have an issue following the rules, there is nothing wrong with the account, but you know, you could be at risk of a little more, I guess, detail kind of follow through on your trading, right? If that makes any sense. So the new accounts are more flexible. This is exactly what happened the last time you got a pop, guys, right? Look at the rejection. And I think we go lower here, chat. All right. So this is what I wanted. Another rejection of the EMA, or sorry, of the ORB. 657, right? You got 1 minute and 12 seconds left. And this is what, you know, it's crazy because all the action today is happening right at the EMA. So like if you're not getting in up here, you're getting toast. But that's a 147 point range on the current 5-minute candle, right back down. Bearish engulfing candle. They just playing with bait candles, see who bites. Oh, 100%. 100%. Because now it's like, okay, well, do I get short? And then they yoke it back up 100 plus points on you on the next candle. And don't tell me they're going to close this above. They're not going to close this above the ORB, chat, are they? Are they going to close this below the ORB low of 657? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that they're going to do some trickery. All right, 7 seconds left. You would love a short here, chat, but you know, are they going to push it back up like they did on the previous after that big dump? We closed below the ORB low of 28,657, but you almost feel like they're going to push it back up. They've done that multiple times. Kind of trap people. I think the shorts are the move here, guys. I think they kind of flush Magush here. If they can get back below the previous candle's low, I think the shorts are in play, right? So they need to break. I think this is an equal low here. 625. I think they break 625. 626.75. Yeah, it's pretty close to equal low, right? They need to break that low. They break that low, I think it's downtown Julie Brown. What is the most you've made in a year? I don't know. Have to go back and check. I've had a year over 6 figures, for sure, because I've had a payout for $85,000. So I can tell you that. More like doing the downtown Julie Brown. Yeah, I mean, it's pushing right back up, man. We need, so, you know, will we get follow through here? See how the 1 hour candle is just yoking? It looks, I mean, is it bearish now for the flush McGush here, chat? Got a top wick already put in. Is that enough to go lower? Or are they just gonna play games here? Looks weak. Tempted for a short. All right, so the 1 hour candle, you do have 11 minutes left. And, you know, we had to break below the ORB, but, you know, you need follow through. And we haven't gotten it as of yet. Still kind of holding on to that 626 level. I think that level, that's the level that needs to get taken, chat. So you either try to short it up here at like 750 area or 760, trying to ride it down, or are they gonna give us the continuation for a short opportunity here? All right, we just broke the low, guys. I think I'm gonna try a short here. If we can kind of hold it, I'm gonna try it. Let's see if we get to follow through. Might get yoked. I don't know, chat. Not looking good. Give it a little room here because we know where we're at, what we're dealing with, but nope. That's not it. So right back up again. And I don't want to give it a ton of points, guys, so I chopped that trade. All right, I'm not going to give it a ton of points. That's it. Like, if it... Now, I do like the top wick that was formed on the previous candle, and that might be enough to kind of go lower, to be honest. It might be an entry now, but I wasn't going to give it more than that, right? I think the short might be now, might have been early, but I wasn't willing to give it more than like 20 points or so. That should have been enough in my opinion, but and then you'll probably get the flush now to the downside. Yep. So it is looking like. Let me see something here. All right, so we had 4 winning trades, 1 losing trade. And I like the shorts, honestly. I think it's coming, but I think it's coming, chat. And there's 610. You gotta love that. So we're starting to break down, and I think I was early, guys, on that short. I'm trying it again. There's 10 points. See if I can get a little bit more here to the downside. 590 down. Come on. Come on, flush, flush, flush. You got over 10 points, but I want it more. I'm gonna have to take it off because it's pulling back, guys. Kind of choppy, that's all. Right, no follow through. Yep. Kind of pulling back here. Wow, chop. You had 10 points there, and that's pretty much it. Not much. I am bearish though, and we will see if I can kind of re-enter here. I think that was probably just a pullback, and we go lower, guys, in full transparency. Not long bias at all, right? I know it's kind of feel like a bigger drop is coming. You got to lower 500s. I think lower 500s it's going to be the target. And then if we break that, we're headed into 400s. So I am just kind of taking what I can get. And I think we end up lower. It's just a matter of your entry at this point, because you got to kind of account for some retracements, I think, on the way down. We've had a lot of consolidation before this move, and you got to kind of time your entry. But I think other than that, you got to be short bias. So had 10 points on that last trade and got basically yoked. See if I can kind of frame this to try to get to the 500s, guys. Now's the time where you have to, like, you're gonna have to hold it, chat, right? Because it's a trending kind of market now to the downside. So you are going to have to hold this through some drawdown, possibly. And you're looking for a 500 level to get hit. So, all right, 8 seconds left on the current candle because we've had the consolidation and then we had to break out to the downside, right? So you might have to kind of hold this through some drawdown to avoid getting chopped. I would love this to kind of push up a little bit to like 620 or so and then flush lower. Out of lock for the locked out for the day, 7,000 mushy trades. Nice, happy for you. Yeah, all my accounts are green. Just trying to frame another short here. If we break these lows, guys, is that an opportunity, right? Below 576. You got a top wick that was put in, and you're looking for possibly 500. Because that top wick is in. Is that enough? What time is it? 10:56. So you got a 1 hour. You got a 1 hour candle that's getting ready to close in 3 minutes. So we got to be aware of that, but that they might want to kind of push up a little bit, kind of going into that closure. But I think this level is the level we're kind of watching now, possibly get hit. $500, and then if we break that level, down to the lower fours, right? So you're getting a bit of a pullback now, which could be healthy if we're really going to go lower. This would be a sniper trade, guys, for possible kind of like if you're watching this, you don't want it back above like 644. So you're trying to frame a short possibly, but it is a new candle open in less than 3 minutes. So there's nothing wrong with being patient, but do they slowly kind of bleed this back out, or do we get a strong push before the drop? Might want to wait for that 1 hour to kind of close out. And then you're trying to measure. See, that's already 40 points, right? Off the highs. For the downside, chat. All right, less than 2 minutes. I think the shorts are the wave here. You just hate that we're going into a 1 hour candle closure, but nothing wrong with being patient, kind of waiting for this candle to do its thing, and then maybe we'll get the continuation down. 618. And the chop trades, those are examples of you can have the direction right where you know that the momentum now is to the downside, chat, but your entry is important. That's all it is. 30 seconds left. You got basically 548, and then you have the box, right? Bottom of the box is 265. Top of the box is like 450. So there's still room if they're going to give us the bearish kind of setup here. All right, new 5-minute candle. Do we roll over, or do we kind of push up to that top wick, kind of build out a top wick on the 1 hour chart? You're bearish obviously on a break of 577, but you would love it to kind of push up first and form a bigger top wick, I think, on a 1 hour candle, ideally. Targeting eventually 28,380. Yeah, I think so. I think we go to lower. I think we get down here to this box. The shorts are looking prime here, guys, for a break. I'm in a short, so I'm trying it. Can I get follow through here to the downside here for a flush? 10-15 points or so. All right, there's 10 points, guys. Can we get a little bit more? Nope. Come on, flush. I wanted 15 points there. You had 10 points, and I wanted basically feel like there's more in the tank. Stalling, man. Stalling, guys. Stalling here again. So if you took the 10, congrats. I'm trying to wait for a flush. I felt like there was more in the tank, but I'm probably going to get chopped. all you're getting now is like 10 points and then a push right back up. Unreal. Oh, man. Oh, man. You gotta love it, chat. Just flush. And you got lower 500s, I think, is an area of interest for the Bears. But, it obviously needs to go. Good news is I saw some W's. Congrats to the people that took the 10 points. I wanted like 15 or 20, but let's see if I get it here, guys, on a flush. I mean, you had an easy over 10, but can they flush 570? We need to lose 570, chat. That's the area that needs to get broken. Keep bouncing from 570 right back up. Come on, man. Yeah. You know what happens? I close it out. They're gonna push it. So they're gonna flush it right back up, guys. So I'm not gonna hold that. Oh man. There's nothing but chop here. I will probably try it again if the momentum kind of shifts for a quick short. Yep. All right, so there's 567. Took a quick short there, guys, again to the downside here. Give it a second. If it pushes up, I'll close it out. Oh, thought I was showing you guys the trade. Sorry, chat. Clicked on the wrong screen. All right, there's 558. So I think we're smart. I think we'd be smart here and close this. And we'll try to re-enter. So sorry about that. I clicked on the chat screen and not the trade screen. Just re-enter here. Took a quick scalp, and I'll wait for this candle to kind of close out. Got chopped 2 times back to back. Was up 10 points on each trade, and was able to get that back there. That's enough down already? No. It's probably gonna no, I think there's more downside. I think there's more downside to lower 500s. I think this candle might push up, give you a top wick real quick, and then maybe go lower. I don't know. But the momentum is to the downside, so I'm looking for shorts, not longs. It's about to pick up speed. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I would like to think so, that it's coming lower 500s, guys. I mean, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you know, I don't think you're looking for longs as of yet. I think you're looking for more downside here. I think it's just delayed. But I think this box eventually gets tagged. But see, it's like funny because yeah, and there's 545, right? Yep. So are you doing 2 to 4 with Denny? That is correct, Amando. Will be good to see a pullback. Yeah, I don't think the pullback's coming. We'll see at 500. So you've already had some hesitation on the way down, right? So that's the frustration part, because you like, this was the hesitation here. This was the chop. This was the retest. And then obviously you had a continuation. You look at the 1 hour chart, it's heavy to the downside. So you're looking more for 500 first before maybe a pullback. So you had all this trickery up here kind of trapping people, and then you had to break out, right? The real move was obviously to the downside. They just propped it up for an extended period of time. So That's it. And you got all these wicks down here that need to get kind of ran. You just ran this one at 550. And if it continues, we're headed to the box 450. So 500 would be the next level. Simple as that. So got chopped on a couple. It's like, so, and that's the thing, chat. You can't be afraid to kind of re-enter if your conviction is there. And obviously right now we can clearly see that we're in the down, right? We're downtrend kind of market. So I had to re-enter, got chopped on 2 trades that were up 10 points in profit. Didn't want to give it a huge stop, close it out and re-entered. So a couple of lucid accounts here, green, got one up 1205, one up 535. And then you got the Apex accounts that are green as well. Something happened with one of my Apex accounts. I don't know, because I was having an issue at the start of the, like when I took the trades. I don't know if what happened with one of the accounts, because it didn't like copy trade. So that's kind of strange. But it is what it is. I just need to know the difference between conviction and revenge, LOL. Oh yeah. So and you're right. But I mean, you can kind of see it, right? I mean, it's here. Like once we lost the ORB and you had, you know, in my opinion, the best short, because a lot of times what happens is they give you the retracement. This was the retracement, the green candle, but it failed, right? Because you had another candle that opened up right after it and it closed bearish. So that's kind of telling you that there is some downside pressure. So, but all this kind of from 10 o'clock, you know, all this kind of back and forth, nasty wicks, and lower time frame looks even kind of worse with it, right? Consolidation kind of telling you, in my opinion, that we're going to head lower. So it's hard to be bullish at the moment with that kind of price action, consolidation, breakout to the downside, retracements, and then rejections. But to each his own. Everybody trades differently, chat. But I think 500 levels in play to the downside. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little monies. Can you please explain where you're getting the 450 from? What are you looking at to draw the box? Yeah, so if you look at the higher time frame, so this is the 4-hour chart, and you look to the left on the 4-hour chart, you can see the wicks down here, and you draw it from like the body of this candle. That's going to give you, right? So that's the top of that. Almost like the last time we had a huge bounce on June 10th at market open, and the body of the candle, from where the wick meets the body, that's where you're kind of drawing those levels out, right? So that's where the 450 level comes in play. And the bottom of the range is basically the bottom of that candle, 265. You got to look to the left. I bet 90% of the chat never look over the 5-minute. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I had to learn the hard way, chat. I blew a lot of accounts not looking at the higher time frame. So I'm just being honest. I talk about that all the time, so it's not a secret. But, you know, you got to integrate the higher time frame to kind of know what's going on. I mean, you can see on the 1-hour chart, you see that long wick. The long wick itself is like to 400. So that's kind of telling you that when prices and momentum to the downside, chat, a lot of those wicks and support levels are going to get hit. We're almost at 500 now. So It was just it was a lot of turbulence to kind of get down here, but we're close to 500 now. So box is going to get more than likely hit. And the top of the box got hit. So, I mean, there it is. Do you trade daily? New York Open on here live? No, I do not. PW typically trades the U.S. market open at 9. You know, he trades 9 to 12. Typically, I rock out 12 to 4 chat. You know, if you're new to the channel. So PW this week has, or today and tomorrow, I should say, because he streamed earlier in the week. So streamed yesterday as well. So he has a race today and tomorrow. I think he's racing from Vegas to California or something like that. So you got D-Money rocking out here 9 to 12:30, and then I will be back at 2 o'clock rocking out 2 to 4 with Denny Dollars Makes You Holler. So oh man. NQ_BBL D-Money, I like the way you say turbulence. Yeah, I mean, because that's basically what it was, right? It's like a little rough kind of getting down here. You had a lot of chop and consolidation before kind of drifting lower to the downside. So you're making us money, D-Money. Hey, I don't hit buy or sell for you. So, but congrats. Man, he drew that box an hour ago. Yeah, I drew that box I think at market open or a little bit after that. If you're new to the channel, where have you been? Because the majority of the boxes, the chat will tell you that D-Money maps out, they get hit. So that's just what it is. All right, so 488. Keep in mind the top of the next box down here, guys, is 451. See how quick that kind of happens when price kind of picks up the steam. You got 30 seconds left on the current 15-minute candle, so gonna let this candle kind of close out, but it is bearish. Right, it is bearish, and it feels like they're gonna try to push it before the open of the next candle. Gotta love that. Wow, we are the new low. Where are the new low targets? Yeah, but keep in mind though, this bottom box down here, you got a lot of range. It goes all the way down to 260. So, right, so there's still a lot of range on the box below the current one that we just hit. All right, here's a new 15-minute candle. Do we push up and form some kind of top wick and then expand lower? Because it's hard to want to get short just right away, chat, now, because you got the range of the previous 15-minute candle that is 121 points. So do you really want to get short now when price is only pushed up 15-20 points or so? You know, you want to wait for, you know, maybe a deeper retracement. You notice how we're putting in lower highs. So you had lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? So if we're going to continue down right now, the thought process would be that this current 5-minute candle as well gives you another lower high. So it does not get back above 545. So, and you will be looking for more downside, because you know, if it pops that previous candle high, more than likely we're in for a deeper retracement higher. So just be mindful of that. The 15-minute candle, however, the high of the previous candle, 604, chat, that's 100 plus points away from here. So just be aware that if we pop this previous candle high on the 5-minute chart, we could be headed for that 15-minute candle's high up top. So there's 519 down. You almost want it to push though, right? Put in some kind of lower high up here, like compared to this high, maybe like 560, and then roll back over. How do you cope with the only taking 10 or 15 points on your winning trades when the market moves 100 in the direction that you thought it would? What do you do to distract yourself? Yeah. So remember though, I've had multiple trades that were, I had a 30-point trade. I had a 25-point winning trade. I had probably another 20-point winning trade, right? So just start doing the math on that. Like that all adds up, right? So you can't get caught up on, because the market, you know, if it's retracing on you, you know, sometimes it's best to take it off and get a better entry. So, but the trades add up. They add up, right? So that's how you gotta think about it, is that the trades add up. We've had, I mean, if you've been rocking out the whole stream, I've taken, I think, 5 winning trades, and the couple losers that I've had, they were chop trades because I was up like 10 points. And honestly, I didn't take it because I wanted more and I got chopped, in full transparency. So, and I'm taking, I'm trading minis, Chad. I'm not trading micros. So that's the other thing you got to be aware of as well. So I know I'm just saying to stay in the trail. Yeah, but it's not. So if you got an 80-point, but you're gonna find that you're gonna hit your stop loss when you do that as well, because with the market, you gotta account for what's happening. Like, you're seeing the drop now. That's where you probably want to hold some of this, right? If you're getting in on the retracement, you're trying to ride it down, but you can't leave out that from 10 o'clock. Right, you've had, or actually from roughly 9:45 or so, you've had consolidation before the true drop, and this was just back and forth. Some of these retracements were 80 points right back up. Like, I'm not holding a mini for 80 points. I'm not sitting through $1,600 of drawdown just because, right? You gotta admit that it was a lot of chop here. There was a lot of chop, right? This is the real move, obviously, to the downside now. And that's what I said earlier. I said you're going to have to sit through some drawdown now if you're trying to kind of catch the trend, right? That's just how it is. But to each his own. I mean, you got to be, you know, the way you trade is the way you trade. But I know that there's a lot of chop earlier in the session, and you have to kind of account for that. So that's all it is, guys. You know, you got to know when to take it off and when to actually to kind of put on the gas. And that's easier said than done, chat. By the way, that is easier said than done. Because if you were trying to hold these trades up here, you lost accounts. You probably lost accounts today, right? Because if you got short down here thinking that 688 it's gonna break, guess what? We're back at 780. That's 100 points, so almost. So we'll see what else we can get. Doing the Lucid eval, accidentally set my TP at 1700. Now I'm trying to lose money. Oh yeah, good luck. You're gonna enjoy that experience. That's gonna be an adventure for you. You're gonna see how hard it is to purposely lose money, because for some reason it is very difficult. If you have an intraday drawdown account, you pretty much have to scalp. End of day drawdown is a different matter, but not entirely. Yeah, I agree, Bisk, and that's what I was saying earlier. That's why I kicked the guy out earlier, chat, because, you know, I was telling him that I was trading on the trailing drawdown accounts, and he didn't understand why I took profit at 25 points. And then right after that, I think price went up like 50 points or 60 points right back up. So you would have literally lost your profit and drawdown because of that. So you gotta know what you're doing from a trading standpoint. To lose money, to do the opposite of DMONEY. Yeah, well, we got you covered. Use the code PW. You're getting another rejection here. 28,568, chat. Kind of like, what, you know, what level did it hit? Did it hit something on the higher time frame? No, it did not, right? So maybe the lower time frame EMAs got rejected. Yeah, see, you go down to the 2-minute chart, you had a clean rejection off the 2-minute 14 EMA. So do we roll back over here to 489? Or do they yoke us? Rejection right at 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Yeah. So let's see how this plays out, chat. It's 11:22. We at peak we had over 4,100 people rocking out. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, you know the vibes. I think we head lower here, chat. Gotta love that. You gotta love that, chat. Right down from you gotta love it. 459. You almost tapped the top of that box. Top of the box is 452. Stanley 5 skin wins the next trade. Yeah, I know, right? The volatility is wild. I know. Maybe some chop at this whole number. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, you almost tapped that box, right? You came a few points away from it, literally 6 points or so away from the next box. And they did it in one. You kind of hate that because I was gonna try to get in the short there, and I guess I had to show you guys the 2 Lucid accounts. I had the trade copier on and wasn't trying to trade copy, was trying to trade a single account, and hits it's like crazy. It happens to the best of us, chat. So now I gotta wait, right? See how this candle kind of closes out on the 5-minute chart. But it's crazy because you had like a 40-point drop or 30-point plus drop from when I was like, yeah, the shorts look good. Gotta love when that happens. When you're supposed to enter 5 contracts over 5 accounts, but accidentally enter 5 on 1. Yeah, you get lucky sometimes, and it plays out when you thought you had the trade copier on, and then you hit sell, and then you thought you were trading 5 accounts, and you're trading 1 account. You get lucky sometimes. All right, can we push up here, guys, and form a top wick before going lower? That would have been ideal. Maybe up here to like 530 or so. Come on, man. It's gonna dig into that bottom wick, but you feel like there's trickery coming, but maybe not. Maybe they just flushed it straight down, guys. Yeah, I mean, if the momentum gets going, you're targeting inside the box, at least a 452 from here. That's 30 points. But I would have loved to test a push up first before the continuation down. Kind of getting ready for that 30-minute candle to close out, but they're pushing it now. That's the other thing that sometimes gets frustrating, Chad, is that you wait for the retracement. The retracement doesn't come, and then they flush it lower. But the times that you get short is the times that they want to give the retracement. Like 99% of the time, right? 99% of the time you get a retracement up when you try to get short. But when you don't get short waiting for it, they will push it lower. That's the thing that like it pisses you off sometimes, like in all honesty. Like I'm human just like everybody else, chat. right? Like it's like the mental like part of it that sometimes gets frustrating, because you're like, why are we just pushing down when if I would have got short right at the close of that candle, it would have yoked right back up. So 15-minute candle, it has a top wick. You got 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, and that might be enough to kind of push us lower. Probably why we're not getting a strong retracement, chat, because that 15-minute candle already has a nice top wick on it. So you got to account for that we've already had like a nice retracement to 569, and then we sold back off. So but I think they flushed that box. I think they go inside the box. 400s, mid 400s or so could be in the cards, chat, to the downside. They really get it going. Just a matter of kind of waiting for the right entry, because you don't want to get yoked on these wicks that keep popping up. But I think 400 actually would be the next logical level for the bears. Would be the 400 level. All right, there's the break again. You got a minute 19 seconds left. Box got hit. Oh man, DMONEY oil, yeah, that's probably because did it spike or drop? Oh, yeah. Oil climbing up over 6 to 7%. Yeah. So that means that there's something going on with the war. Probably something war related that came out. That's typically what happens, chat. You get a war related kind of news event and then oil goes up. I mean, you're looking for more rejection here. You got 508. You don't want us back above 508, and I think more downside kind of creeps into the market, guys, for a short. That's what I'm thinking. Right, as long as we stay below that previous candle's low, I think we get more downside here. Trying a quick short, chat, for a flush. Looking for a break of these lows. 10, 15 points or so. There's 10 points. Can we get more? Just flush it. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. All right, there's 10 points. There's 15. There it is. There's 20 points plus for the ladies in the chat. We will take that with no hesitation. So, and you're probably going to get more downside here towards 400, because that's 28,436. There it is. So we had to wait. I had to wait, chat, for this to kind of show me something for another setup, right? I had to be a little patient, but All right, well, what is the bare minimum you look to be up on the day? I don't really trade that way. I don't really look for a minimum or maximum. I think that's a good way to blow accounts. You start doing that. I mean, so now the Lucid account, you got one account up 1,200, another one up 1090. Right, so that's over, it's almost 2,300 right there. And then obviously I got the Apex accounts. So just taking what I can get here, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, the box got hit. You got two levels that got hit that we talked through in this session. So I don't know why this. Hold on one second, guys. Got the Apex accounts that are green as well. So we've had a pretty good session here, guys. Kind of frustrated that one of the accounts didn't pull over. I don't know what happened there, but we had some. It was like a little laggy right at 9 for some reason. Right at 9:30, maybe that's the reason. I don't know. So looks like she wants to tap 527. Maybe. I mean, you know, we just got inside the box. You had the low put in 28,432.50. So I don't know. Trading View got me this morning. It clipped me out. Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear it. Well, I mean, we'll see what else we can kind of frame here. It's 11:30. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. 2 in the sinkhole working. Oh, man. Took a quick chamber, but maybe smacking down at 9 EMA. What time are you here till today? Yeah, rocking out until 12:30 or so, and then rock out 2 to 4 with Denny Dollars. Makes you holler. So get ready for Canes. Yeah. It might be the lunch option today. White House press briefing is on. It's crazy after all the W's, you still keep going. You have mastered the charts. The paid Discord I'm in only does 1 trade a day. Then they get off the charts. Yeah, that sounds about right. 1 and done. Oh man, you don't have to pay for a Discord. The stream is free. We rock out Monday through Friday. No later than 9 a.m. You got PW. You got me 12 to 4 on a typical day, and you got Denny Dollars at 6 o'clock. So talking about full-scale war against Iran. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. right? This is going to be interesting if that's the case. Let me see if I can find that real quick here, chat. Is that on a White House channel? Oh yeah, I see it, right? Press Secretary Caroline briefs member of the media. But yeah, I see it. I see it, chat. Well, I mean, we got the weather report. We're gonna knock it out now. We got you covered. So current temperature for Fort Lauderdale, 89 degrees, chat, mostly cloudy. Looks like there's going to be sunny conditions expected around 12 o'clock. That's going to last all day. I'm happy to hear that because my brother, his wife, and his 2 kids are coming to Fort Lauderdale as we speak, chat. So it looks like they have a good beach day. So I'm happy for them. Kind of suck if they came here and it was raining. So they at least have a beach day. Today, it looks like they're staying right on the beach. So good for them. So the low overnight was 82 and the high today is going to be 92, chat. So it looks like they're going to have some really good beach weather here for their stay, at least for today. Tomorrow looks a little shaky, so because they're here today and tomorrow. Pass my eval, waiting to pay for it, and then I will trade with you and Denny this afternoon. Yeah, hopefully we get decent price action. We've had a chop fest. Just had to make the best out of it right over the last couple days in the afternoon as well. So it's been very interesting. Only 2 days in Florida. I know they actually live on the west side of the state, on the west coast, and they're driving to this side of the state, which is the east coast. So you know, you got the Gulf of Mexico on that side. The beaches, in my opinion, are nicer on the Atlantic side, but that's just my opinion. So they are coming here. I was in South Florida years ago, got off a cruise, bought a day pass to Disney, and was pouring. It was pouring raining, couldn't do any rides, and just did one and went to the mall. Yeah, that sucks, right? So unfortunately, yeah, you catch Florida on the wrong day, you know what time it is. So D, that might have been the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, either way, right? I mean, you kind of look at it. This was the last time we were down here, we had a bounce, chat. And if you look at the higher time frame, that's why I had these levels mapped out. We had a bullish reaction when we kind of tapped into that support. You had to push right back the opposite direction. So you are kind of need to be observant that we kind of tapped inside of that support box, and then we are expanding back up, right? So will it hold? That's the question. D-Money, the best beaches are in the Dominican Republic. Come and see for yourself. Yeah, I might actually, I have not been to DR. That is on the list. D-Money got to do some traveling, guys. That's, you know, so, you know, that's definitely on the list. So I would say kind of watch out for price to see how it reacts here. Do you think your life outside of the charts really affects that trading that much? Yeah, it does probably have an impact if you are under a lot of stress, if you think about it. So if you're under a lot of stress and you're coming to the markets, that could be a problem because you're probably bringing that into your trading. It's probably bleeding into your trading, so to speak. So you need to have a clear head as best as possible, kind of coming into the market, chat. And we're all human. We all have things going on. You might have a day where you're behind on your routine, or you've rushed, like, you know, something, right, where you were like, oh, you know, I'm normally in front of the charts at 9 o'clock every day, and today I'm in front of the charts at 9:25. That could be a problem, right? Because your routine could be off, and then all of a sudden you feel like you have to rush your trades, and then all of a sudden you're taking, right, you're not taking the trades you normally take. You're just kind of trading just to trade. So all that stuff is important. Right now you're getting some kind of rejection off of 550 chat. Will we head lower from here, kind of back down? Looks bearish. At the moment, right? Curious to see how this candle kind of closes, because that could be like a lower high if it closes bearish compared to these levels up here, and that would be like an EMA rejection on the 14. Kind of like drop, retracement, drop, come back to the EMA, retrace, and then drop lower, and all of a sudden we're back below 431 for another short. I mean, you got the top wick. You got Tradeify accounts, 40% off. You're able to bundle a 5-pack and save using the code PW chat. The South Pacific Islands boast some of the most stunning beaches in the world. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, it looks weak, right? The rejection kind of looks weak. You got the long top wick up here. So you got 25 seconds left. Does the next candle push up, form a small top wick, and then expand back down? So what it's looking like more selling pressure, chat. I know there's some bulls that are like anxious for this thing to kind of pop higher, but you got to acknowledge that we have not been able to kind of get back so far above the 14 EMA. I think the 14 EMA is your gauge for how strong this push is, right? You need to kind of reclaim the 14 EMA. So now if you get back, you got a small top wick that was just put in. Is that enough to kind of flush us back to 440, guys, for a quick short? And then you would be targeting like 435 if they don't yoke us, right? So we'll see how this plays out. Need to be cautious here either way though, because we've had a lot of and this could be a higher low. Yep. Pushing right back up. So this is the support area. 4-hour chart. And I hate to say it, but this is gonna kind of set us up for, I think, the afternoon session, because you need to kind of get out of this area now. Either way, you need to get out of this area. Bullish or bearish. All right, you got a top wick that was put in, chat, at 513. Current 5-minute candle. Need to see how this kind of forms out. This is a new 15-minute candle. That previous 15-minute candle was bullish, guys. it swiped the low of the previous candle, but it closed bullish, and you got a long top wick up here towards 550. So you do have to kind of be aware that they could want to dig higher into that top wick. So you're in a bit of a tricky spot. What up, D? You coming back in the afternoon? Yeah, I'll be rocking out 2 to 4 with Denny. Me and Denny will be rocking out 2 to 4. Don't you worry. Hopefully it'll be decent price action. So smart on a lockout future. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being smart, chat. If your accounts are green and you know, you kind of battled through, there's nothing wrong with being smart and locking it out. Shout out to TradeAvate Prop. Facts. That's why I'm waiting on the rest of the 15-minute RB. Yeah, got to see how this kind of plays out. It can go either way, to be honest. We bounced pretty hard the last time we were down here on the 4-hour chart, looking to the left. So, you know, because you're kind of battling these wicks if you're trying to get short now. And if you kind of measure out from the overnight highs down, you got quite a drop there. So I was in a short in the 400s last time and got killed. Now I'm long. The rich girl, yeah. Because it bounced, right? So, yeah, it bounced from the 400. So you got to be careful here trying to short this. And then all of a sudden, we're sitting above 500, 550. It looks bullish here, guys, on the 15-minute chart. Right? It looks like they want to possibly dig into that top wick. Which will put us up here at like 550, chat, for a long opportunity. To be honest, I'm trying to long here. Let's see if we get a push up towards maybe like 540 or so. I don't know. I'll go for 10 or 15 points. Right away, 10 points. Can I get 15 points? I'll take it off. I had 10 points right away. Every time, guys, I get into a trade and it goes green, and then it'll hesitate, right? I hate that, because then you know it's probably gonna go red. I was just green 10 points. But the 15-minute candle looks like it wants to go higher, but it just dug into that wick, guys. And I wanted these highs up here to get ran. So let's see if they do it, right? See if they push those highs. Kind of hate that, though. I had 10 points right away and got the pullback. All right, there it is. So we will take that, guys. I'm not gonna let it do it again, right? I will take the 10-point winner without a doubt. So not gonna get chopped again. But 28,530. We will take it. Just kind of felt like it was going to dig into that top wick on the 15-minute chart. So somebody said this market sucks. Yeah, you got to take what you can get. I mean, that's as simple as that. So we will take the winner and keep it pushing. So make no mistake about it. I want to flush you, DMONEY. Yeah. Now, Tim, that is very concerning. And you put the little winky thing at the end. We got to give you a timeout, sir. I understand you probably took that trade and you caught a quick winner, but we will definitely give you a timeout, because there will be no flushing of DMONEY for the guys in the chat. Make no mistake about it. So we will happily give you a 60-second timeout, sir. Do better. Do better. Simple as that, right? You got to do better. So there it is. Unreal. Sucks. We just dropped 300 points. Yeah, it's like crazy. I don't really know what people are talking about. But at the end of the day, we will take what we can get here. Make no mistake about it. That was definitely worth more than 10 seconds. Yeah, I agree. That was very descriptive. And what kind of threw me off there, chat, was the winky space at the end, right? You can't put the winking emoji at the end. Like, we can't do it. So, unreal. All right, well, if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. Pretty nice day, just kind of taking what I can get here. So Theta, why not? Yeah, it's all in context. So been a great day, to be honest, Fonjon. Yeah, I think I think we've had some opportunities here, chat, to kind of capitalize, and I'm not disappointed at all. I'm just disappointed that one of my accounts on Apex account, somehow the trading thing misfired or something. I don't, how that happens sometimes. So it is what it is. So, but yeah, I mean, had a couple chop trades that were up like 10 points and they pulled it back on me, I think twice. But other than that, I think pretty good price action. I think we've kind of read the market accurately as I can read it. I mean, right? So, and you're still getting a push here on the 15-minute chart. This could be the start of a V-shaped recovery for me, chat. And all of a sudden, we're sitting back at 28,000, like 656 or higher, which is a 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart. So just be aware that we've had a lot of downside pressure. We need to almost map that out again now to kind of measure from overnight. Kind of see here. Well, let me do this. So you got, yeah, these are the highs, right, from overnight. So you might as well map it out from there. Hold on 1 second here, chat. Yeah, so common sense is that, right, that's 850 points, guys. So there's a good chance that we get a bounce, that we kind of push. Maybe the afternoon is a bullish session or something. I don't know, right? We're going to find out, but wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. You've had a lot of selling pressure in the market kind of building up. So quadruple bottom on the daily chart. Yeah, you're getting a reaction there, right? Wick reaction back up. So, and current 1 hour candle, you got a nice bottom wick looking similar to this, right? It'd be funny if it closes green. You got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Why not? So I'll be back today at 2 o'clock, obviously, with Denny Dollars in the building. That is correct, Armando. And obviously he's still doing Asia session tonight, Globex Open, and then tomorrow, same schedule, chat. I'll be rocking out 9 a.m. to 12:30, come back 2 to 4. So either way, we got you covered. Trump about to rocket the market later. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's probably happening. So if it wasn't for those freaky people in the chat, I'd believe chat would overtrade. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, but it gets a little strange at certain times in the chat. We will say that. So you gotta admit, and it's mostly the guys. It is very rarely, it's not the females. It is the guys in the chat. So that's why, when we're taking some of these trades, we're doing it for the ladies. We're not doing it for the guys, because the guys in the chat Not all guys. I got to say that because we know who they are. We know the user ID of the weird guys in the chat. There's a lot of normal guys in the chat as well. But unfortunately, a lot of the guys are causing some issues here. How long does it take for my profit that I did on my Apex eval account on TradingView from TradingView to pop up on Apex website? Yeah, that's probably not going to update until 6 o'clock or after 6 o'clock tonight, kind of right at Globex open kind of deal. Just a heads up on that. Thanks to DMONEY, I passed my 100K Lucid Pro eval, got my 3K buffer, and hit my profit target all this morning. Wow, Deja, I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. Congrats. You gotta love it. Oh, man. Well, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here, chat? From a price standpoint, you guys think we're back above 657? Do you recommend any books? I mean, Trading in the Zone, I think, is a really good book. So it's like it's more about your mental state, like psychology and all that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're obviously back above that ORB level, 657 chat. And I mean, it's very aggressive right now. They are pushing this thing very aggressively to the upside, chat. Just ignore the creeps. If you don't, it's like fueling them. Just don't come in and pretend they don't write in chat. I think, yeah, might be right. Oh, man. All right, so I think you got to be patient here. It's lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock, and you know you're kind of. Is this the start of the recovery to the upside? So you had we had some targets. If you kind of joined late today, unfortunately, you kind of missed. Right, we had these targets kind of mapped out. We hit both levels to the downside, and now you're kind of waiting to see what happens in the afternoon session. Right, because the 1 hour candle just closed. It was bearish, but it has a long bottom wick, and you know the question now is, do they want to dig into that bottom wick, or do they want to pop these highs and head higher? So we haven't really dug into at all to this, you know, to this bottom wick. So that's a little interesting, right? Because you could get some kind of push down here, chat. Kind of digging into that bottom wick and then maybe pushing up to go higher. So I would say kind of be careful, watch that, because that could be a possibility. LeBron has not made, like, what is going on, chat? I am very, if you saw my IG post yesterday, I put on my story, I think the article, because I was talking in the afternoon session yesterday about the Heat and LeBron basically getting like somehow their media person or social media person leaked like their video if he happened to go there. And I was like, yeah, that person's probably going to be fired. And it looks like they fired that guy, chat, or lady. I don't know who it was, but it looks like they got fired. So unreal. But he has not made a decision as of yet. It's like, what is the holdup at this point? We understand that you need to make the decision that's best for you. But it can't be that hard at this point, chat, right? I'm sure. I mean, I would be shocked if he goes back to Cleveland, by the way. So, but I mean, it's like, okay, your daughter, I guess his daughter is in she's a really good volleyball player. So probably doesn't want to move her from that area. So I'm sure he'll kind of split time between whatever team he goes to and all that. So I would think that he wants a tropical kind of weather environment. So I would say Florida, Miami, or probably Golden State would be my top 2 teams. Anywhere other than that, I mean, I get it. You can go to Cleveland. You got Harden. You got Mitchell and all that. But I don't know, chat. Man, how about the market? Yeah, Daniel. Maybe you joined the stream late, Daniel. But we don't just, we're not going to just stare at the charts for 80 hours, sir. And I've taken probably how many trades, chat? How many trades have I taken? It's always funny how people, they want you to just trade 24/7. We're not robots around here. We are not robots. So if you see a setup, by all means, take the setup, sir. I mean, but you literally had, like 8 trades, or more than 8 trades. So if that's not enough for you, buddy, then I don't know what to tell you. Come back at 2 o'clock. It's like unreal. Oh man, it's like unreal, chat, right? People don't like, yeah, and exactly, it's a free stream, and I know he probably took some of those trades, and he's like, it's like crazy, man. It's like it never stops, chat. You can't talk about anything else. It's like crazy. Like the DMONEY show talks about other stuff, guys, and PW does as well. So is it pumping? Yeah. I mean, you're getting a bounce. You might be looking at 28,657. That's the 14 EMA. We talked about that level earlier. Could possibly get hit. All right. So hey D, why you stream earlier than usual? Yeah, because so you got PW. He's actually racing today and tomorrow, chat. He's getting ready for that. So he has a race today and tomorrow. I think he's going from Vegas to California to race, 2-day race, I think. So whenever he somehow kicked me out of X. So whenever he does that, has something going on, a race or something, I trade in the mornings typically, right? So I'll be back this afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna have to log back into that, guys, with Denny Dollars. Don't you worry, for more trading on a stream near you. But I mean, if you got long down here at like 540, like you're feeling great, but like now is it time for a pullback, or do we kind of break these highs, right? You're kind of watching to see, I think, how it plays out. What time you leaving later? Yeah, we're trading 2 to 4. So 2 to 4, chat. 2 to 4. 2 to 4. 2 to 4. See how you're getting a bit of a, see, like, it's kind of like you wanted the longs like down here, not trying to chase it, right? You want it like mid 400s, or sorry, mid 500s. Is he doing night shift? Yeah, I don't think so because he's racing. I doubt it. But you never know. Stay tuned to the channel. You'll get an alert notification if he's live. If you are subscribed and you turn notifications on. So, but yeah, it's just funny. You know, sometimes people get like Chad, we put on so many trades here that it's hard to think that you didn't, you know. And once again, there'll be somebody that says that they, you know, maybe they came late or something. I don't know. There's always a story, chat, right? You got to be just aware that there's always somebody always has a story. You know, like, oh, you know, I came late or whatever. It's like, okay, well, we still put on over 8 trades, so that is quite a bit, if I must say. Somebody in the chat, they literally said that they're in a paid Discord and they take 1 trade a day, and that's it. They were like shocked. They were literally on the stream. So just got here. D, when's the next trade? Yeah, 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock. There it is. Oh man. So yeah, if you're bullish right now, you don't want us back below the 14 EMA, guys. 28,561. So I would say just be aware of that if you're trying to get long here, you know, 560 will probably be the stop, and then you're looking for a pop of the 50 EMA, 28,622. So they trade in the 4-hour and daily chart in that Discord. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't obviously inquire about that, but I think that's the move for the longs, guys. I mean, is it a banger of a trade? Yeah, who knows? I don't think there's a reason to pay for a Discord and when you got free sauce being dripped here on a daily basis. So that's just my personal opinion, but slept in, couldn't sleep. Looks like I missed a short. Yeah, we had really good. I mean, we had some decent trades in the morning session, guys, right? So I'm not, you know, disappointed at all. So somebody said, what's the lunch option? Yeah, I don't know. It might be Cane's. Haven't had Cane's in a minute, chat. Might be Cane's. When can I buy? I literally just talked you through a long that is printing right now. It's like crazy, chat, right? Like I literally just talked you through a long. Price is now at 630. We talked it, like, am I missing something here, chat? Like I literally talked you through a long, and you were saying when can you buy? Well, you probably missed that one, so I would not be looking to kind of trade it now. You missed the pop. It's like crazy, chat. Sometimes people just, oh man, it is what it is. Well, I mean, you got Tradify accounts right now. You guys know the deal. You do the 5-pack, you bundle and save. Might try to trade some of those. I think I got some Tradify evals. Might try to trade this afternoon, guys. Made money on the funded accounts this morning, so I'm not gonna obviously give that back. So I might trade some Tradify accounts this afternoon. Why not? You got a 5-pack, 40% off using the code PW. You gotta love it. But yeah, whoever was talking about that long, I mean, yeah, if you listen, you could have caught that, right? That was 590 or so when I was kind of talking about it. Nice pump. So lunchtime counter trend to set up afternoon continuation of short. Yeah, I'm not sure. You've had a lot of selling pressure to the downside, chat. A lot of selling pressure already. Over 800 points when I measured it, right? So And that's including yesterday's, like last night's open and all that, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if we just kind of push higher for the rest of the day. So, but who knows? I don't know. We got to wait and find out. We'll see what the market's looking like at 2 o'clock, because I'm not sure. Just took that trade from 600 to 630, Eric. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like crazy, right? Like sometimes people are just, they don't, you know. Well, the better one is when people come in and they say like, oh, do we just talk all day on this stream or do we trade? Like, it's like crazy. That's why I tell them, I'm like, no, yeah, we just talk here. We don't place any trades. So may I please get an account? You got to hound Denny. Denny will be here at the BDH at 2 o'clock for the afternoon show. You got to hound him to try to get free accounts. DMONEY is not the account guy. So if you want free accounts, you need to hound Denny. Maybe he'll do a giveaway this afternoon for the afternoon show. Is there a reason why you are avoiding the market until yeah, I'm not even going to read the rest of that. I took over 8 trades. That's why. That's enough. It's 12:13. So that's it's simple as that, right? So the funded accounts are green. There's no, you know, I'm content with that. You don't have to trade every minute, guys. I've put on over 8 trades. So you know, that's just what it is. I've been in the green since I started watching you, but I blew 10 accounts before that. LOL. Yeah, I understand. You know, we do giveaways quite often. Sounds like you're new to the channel. We do giveaways quite often at certain points throughout the day. We don't do a ton of giveaways on the DMONEY show, to be honest. I mean, I think you guys know that. So, but we do them every once in a while. But the thing is that you are able to, you know, I'm sure there is a good chance, I'll say that we could have a giveaway this afternoon. I haven't spoken with Denny yet today. He was in a chat for a little bit, so I'm not 100% certain on that, but we will try to press Denny to get some accounts to give away. Don't you worry. We do both trade and talk. Yeah, Denny is the most entertaining one. Hey, CRX, everybody has their favorite, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta have you're probably gonna have a favorite streamer. So there is nothing wrong with that. You gotta pick who you like. So, I mean, it's more than enough. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, you know, if you have an issue with me taking 8+ trades and that's not enough, well, I don't know what to tell you. You know. You coming here teaching and us winning is the best gift. Tony Rod. Yeah, definitely try, guys. So, but we'll see what the afternoon session brings. We will see. It's been choppy over the last couple days. I got my daughter this afternoon. Got to pick her up from daycare. And my family will be in town. So, hopefully we can kind of end the day with a bang. in the afternoon session. So we will find out what we can kind of catch, guys. But I mean, it's hard to kind of want shorts at the moment, knowing that we had that reactionary level down here. So I would just say kind of be cautious of that. When do I move? D-Money? Yeah, I actually move in October. So middle of October, chat. I will be moving into the new spot. So I'm looking forward to that, to be honest. Looking forward to my daughter having more room to kind of play around and all that stuff and run around like she does. And I got to find somebody, chat, in the South Florida area that does like Disney characters and all that stuff. I wanna hook her room up with like a Disney theme. She's all into Moana and Minnie Mouse and all that stuff. So I need to like find somebody that does that. I think it would be cool to kind of surprise her with that. Star Wars? No. We said Star Wars. It will be no Star Wars. So it will be Disney themed. Unreal, chat. Star Wars. When she turns 11, you will be changing it again. I'm sure. Did we have somebody, Ginger? Because I see Ginger dropped her email. Oh, I see the question there. There was something else. Yeah, I see it. So. Yeah, Ginger. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ginger. Yeah, that's not Ginger's email. That's only prop email. Yeah. I got you. Oh, man. Girls like Star Wars too. Yeah, but my daughter's a toddler. I don't know honestly any toddlers that like Star Wars. But she's a girl. So she's into Disney, chat. Simple as that. I'm not, if you're a toddler or you're a kid or whatever like Star Wars, I don't have an issue with that. But my daughter likes Moana and Minnie Mouse right now, so I'm sure that'll change at some point. It's easy. You don't need a designer. Just ChatGPT. Yeah. I don't want to do it though. I don't want to do the work. I'm just being honest. Oh man, I'd rather pay somebody to just come in there and knock it out. Why not? All right, 28,636. That's fair. I didn't know she's a toddler. Yeah, she's 2.5. She's gonna be 3 coming up here very soon. So yeah, she's only 2 right now. I'll do it for you. Yeah, Captain Big Corn Dog, we will be giving you, you're not going to be able to come back until the next stream, sir. So you're going to have a 10-minute timeout. That's going to put you conveniently out of the stream until 2 o'clock. There it is. You will not be coming and doing anything at D-Money's new spot. You got to love it, chat. Just people just, I mean, it is unreal. Every opportunity just trying to slide in. Like, that is not happening, sir. Oh, man. We are expecting in January, and we're having a girl, too. Congrats. I'm happy for you. You know what's cool? So I wasn't prepared, chat. Obviously, I only got one kid, right? So I got a daughter. So but I wasn't prepared for how many people, like, when they see like a newborn baby or they see like a toddler, like random people stop and like talk to your kid and like talk to you guys and all that. It's actually strange, but it's actually nice because, in context, people, we kind of lose sight of that a little bit, right? Because everybody's in a rush or focus on their own thing, but kids tend to bring people together. It's like it's kind of weird, but it's actually, it makes you know, like you definitely know that it's a blessing, guys, in my opinion, like to have a kid. So because like it's literally people gravitate and they kind of have conversations and all that. So, and if you really think about it, chat, we probably need more of that in the world that we live in. And it's kind of funny that kids, pets, whatever, that's kind of like conversation starters, because it'll be random. And I'm talking about random people, guys, like all races, right? Like all races of people, like literally black, white, all races. How much does PW pay you? Like, is that a PW aviator MC Jiggers? Yeah, we won't be telling you that, sir. That is not public information. Oh man, you gotta love it. There it is. You gotta love it. Your daughter must be a cutie. That doesn't happen with I think you're saying with ugly kids or something. Yeah, my daughter's I would say she's definitely a cutie, but do you have your own YouTube channel? Yeah, I have my YouTube channel, but I don't I'm not active on there. I only rock out here on the BDH network. So Rich Girl said the box got hit. Yep, you are correct, Demondo. Right back up. Right back up. You gotta love it. Nice 60-point bazooka. Yeah. Well, even to the person that was trying to get long earlier, you probably should have caught some of that. So. When is the 2 versus 2 with all of you? I don't know. I don't know. That is a good question. We will have to get back to you on that. Because honestly, I don't know. So I'm going to call it here, guys. I will be back at 2 o'clock with Denny Dollars in the place to be. So on the way out, if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, you know the vibes. So we will catch you at 2 o'clock, and hopefully Denny is rocking his overalls, guys. Make sure that you are dropping overalls in the chat at the beginning of the stream, because maybe Denny will bust out the overalls and rock them, right? So that would be the ideal scenario. So catch you guys at 2. Until then, we gone.